press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hi students. So under circles, today we are going to discuss about the problems in exercise number 10.3. Exercise 10.3. 10.3, question number 1. So the figures you are seeing on the board are pertaining to that particular question. So draw different types of circles. Different pairs of circles. Different pairs of circles. So we are asked to draw different pairs of circles, and we have to say how many points does each pair have in common. What is the maximum number of common points? Now you can see we have see for this particular question we have we can draw six type of figures. Figure 1, two circles side by side. So here you can say, as for this figure, there is no common point between this circle and this circle. So that should be your answer. So there is no common point. Better you note down the diagrams. Suppose if I call this as one circle with say origin O1 and origin O2. So these two circles put together, I call it as a figure number 1. So in figure number 1 we can say, as you can observe, there is no common point between these two circles. So in figure 1, in these two figures, in these two circles, there is no common point. That means these circles are not intersecting at any point or touching at any point. There is no common point. Now let us come to figure number 2. So as you can see, this circle with radius O1 and circle with radius O2, they are touching at one point. Let us call this as point P. The point P is on the circle with radius O1. It is also on the circle with radius O2. So therefore we say P is a common point between these two circles, or we say only one point is common in these two circles. So I will write only one point P is common in both the circles. Now come to figure 3. In figure 3 also you can see this is circle with center O1 and this is center O2, and this is say point Q, let us say point Q. So here also I will change this figure to inside, both are outside. So I can draw this way also. You can see this. you can draw this way also. So this is point Q, point Q. So here in figure 3 also there is one point common. Only I will write here in figure 3. In figure 3 only one point Q is common. Is common in both the circles and both are touching at point Q. Now come to figure 4. So if this is circle with O1 and circle is O2, if we call this as intersection point A, intersection point B. So the two circles are intersecting at 2 points, So therefore there are 2 points. So common point A is a point on the circle with radius O2. A is also a point on the circle with radius, with center O1. So there are 2 common points. 2 common points. What are those? A and B. A and B. So this is with respect to figure 4. Now come to figure 5. So in figure 5, however, on the circle, so they are maintaining a equidistance. As you can see, these are concentric circles. So O1 and O2, they have coincided. So O1 equals O1 and O2. O1 is same as O2. They have coincided. In this figure, on the circle, there are no common points, as you can observe. So I will write no common points. No common points. So we are talking about the points on the circle, not on the origin. So these are concentric circles. Concentric circles. So concentric circles are those circles which are having a common center and different radius. So on the circle there is no contact between these two circles, so therefore there is no common point. Now so come to this is O1 and O2. So there are two circles here in this also, but they are not concentric as in the figure 5. They are not concentric. Even then there are no common points. So no common points. So these are the different ways we can in which draw a pair of circles. This is about pair of circles. So in this case, no common point. We have one common point. We have one common point. We have two common point. No common point. No common point. So lastly, there is one more question in this. That is, what is the maximum number of common points? So as you can observe, only 2 are the maximum number of common points in respect of two circles. When two circles intersect each other, maximum at 2 points they intersect. So they will have only 2. So final answer you can write, there will maximum there will be two common points. common points between two circles. So this completes your answer for question number 1 in 10.3. Now I will move on to question number 2. Now I will retain this circle for discussion. Question number 2, dear students, in that subsection. Now, the question number 2 says like this: suppose you are given a circle, give a construction to find its center. So, the question is this: we are having a circle. We don't know its center position. That means we don't know the center of this circle. We have to locate the center of this circle. So, what is the procedure for that? This is what the question number 2 says. Now, so in this case, what we have to do is, we have to take any 3 points on the circle. So, let us take this point as point A, and this as point B, and this as point C. You take any 3 points. Now join AB. So you will get a chord. AB is a chord. You will get a line segment AB. It is a chord. Now join BC. So you will get another chord. Now what you have to do is, draw perpendicular bisector to these two chords. Those two perpendicular bisectors will meet at some point. That is the origin. So the procedure is understood now for you. Now you know how to divide or how to draw a perpendicular bisector to AB. You take more than AB radius with A as center, draw some arc above and below. With B as center, you draw some other arc. So you got 2 points. Now join these 2 points. This is the point and this is the point. These 2 points, if you join, it is the perpendicular bisector of AB. This is one of the perpendicular bisector. Now similarly, you bisect BC also. Take more than half of BC radius, draw an arc on either side, and from B also you cut the arc like this. Now, this is the point. Now, so I will call this as point P, point Q, point R or S, let us say. P, Q and RS, these are the perpendicular bisectors of AB and BC respectively. If we join this, these two perpendicular bisectors meet at some point, that is the origin of the circle. So, this is the procedure. Now, you want the radius, you take OA, OB or OC distance, OC. So, that will be radius. Now, this is the method. I will give you the procedure now. So, given a circle, find its radius, find its center was not known, so we have to locate the center, that is the goal. So, here procedure or steps to be followed, you can say, steps to be followed. So, circle is given, circle is readily available. So, what you have to do is the first thing, mark any points A, B and C. Any 3 points you can write, any 3 points A, B, C on the circle. Second, join AB, comma, join BC. So, you will get two chords AB and BC. Third step, draw perpendicular bisectors of AB and BC. So, AB and BC. Now, I will mark here, let them be PQ and RS and RS. So, that is PQ perpendicular to AB and RS perpendicular to BC. Next point is important point, fourth one, PQ and RS perpendicular bisectors PQ and RS meet at point O, and final. So, O is the center of the circle. So we are asked to find out the location of O and we have found it out. So some extra information is then radius, then OA, OB and OC are the radius of the circle. The radius of the circle. Radius of circle. So we have located the center which was not known and we have found out the radius of the circle. So using a divider you can measure this distance and you can measure on the scale, or you can join AO and measure the length, both are same. So that is the radius of the circle. Now, so we will go to the question number 3. Now, question number 3. See, question 3 says like this: if two circles intersect at 2 points, prove that their centers lie on the perpendicular bisector of common chord. Perpendicular bisector of common chord. So, first to understand the problem, you have to draw the diagram. So, when two circles intersect at 2 points, so it was like this. Suppose we have one circle with this radius, it is changing, difficult for me to so it may not be visible for you. I will draw it freehand. So, this is one circle, and as per the problem, there must be another circle which is intersecting this. So, I will draw one more circle. Wait, please. Let us take this as another circle. Become difficult. Now you can see. So these are two circles. Now I hope you are visible. Now they are talking of common chord. See these are two circles. So here we have, let us call this as O is the center of this circle, and let us call this as O dash. Now if I join O dash, O dash, I will join this, and as you can observe, these two circles are intersecting at 2 points. Let us call this as point P and Q. P and Q. Now, so observe, if I join P and Q are on both the circles, so therefore when I join PQ, PQ is a chord for circle with center O. It is also a chord for circle with center O dash. You can observe here. So that is why PQ is known as common chord. Here this PQ is common chord for both the circles. And the question says, suppose you are given a circle. Third one, if two circles intersect at 2 points, prove that their centers lie on perpendicular bisector of common chord. So PQ is the common chord. If you draw a perpendicular bisector to this common chord PQ, both the circles lie on that line. So this is what is, they say this is perpendicular bisector 90 degree, and these 2 points or center of the circles are on the perpendicular of line of PQ. That is the theorem, that problem which we have to prove. Now for the purpose of proving, let us join PO. Let us join PO and OQ and QO dash, and finally PO dash. So now let us start with given problem. Given two circles with center O and O dash. They intersect at 2 points, intersecting at 2 points P and Q. P and Q. So PQ is common chord. PQ is common chord. PQ is common chord. So what is to be proved? To prove O and O1, O and O dash, O and O dash lie on perpendicular bisector of PQ. This is what is to be proved. Now, proof. Now, observe here PO dash. Above this horizontal line, we have one triangle, and below this QO dash is another triangle. You compare those two. Compare triangle PO dash and QO dash. QO dash. Triangle QO dash. So PO dash, QO dash, those two circles. Now, see, in these two circles you observe here OP is equal to OQ. This is equal to this. And PO and QO dash, they are equal because they are radius. They are radius of this circle, therefore they are equal. These two are radius of this circle, therefore they are equal. And O dash is common to both the triangles. So O dash is common, or I will write O dash equals O dash common. Now OP equals OQ, because radii, they are radii of the same circle, so therefore they are equal. Similarly, OP dash equals QO dash. I will write this is OP equals OQ. PO dash equals QO dash. PO dash equals QO dash. They are radius of the same circle. So, 3 sides of the upper triangle is equal to 3 sides of the lower triangle. So, therefore, by SSS congruence, they are congruent triangles. So, triangle that is PO dash is congruent to QO dash. Therefore, so you can write here they are intersecting, P and Q, they are intersecting at middle point, or let us say. Now, so therefore PO dash O dash angle is equal to PO O dash PO dash is equal to QO O dash. These two angles are equal by CPCT. So QO O dash by CPCT. So now PO dash is same as POR, you can observe. So it is same as POR equals QOR. So of course they are the same angles. You can read from R or you can read from O dash. So these are same angles, same you can write. Now you call this as 1. I will write there. I think it is visible to you. POR and QR. Now compare these two triangles, POR and QR. POR and QR. So here triangle POR and triangle QR. Now you compare these two. So here also this is equal to this and OR is common. OR is common. And we know this is the perpendicular bisector, therefore PR is equal to OQ. So therefore by SSS congruence they are equal. So now OP equals QR radii, similar procedure. OP equals QR radii of same circle, radii of same circle. So now you know that these two are equal. In the previous this one we have proved POR equals QR. POR equals QOR. So it is based on the previous result we have proved above. Now you can see in these two triangles, this one and this one, OR equals OR, it is common. OR equals OR common. It is common. So therefore with this data we can say triangle POR congruent to triangle QOR. So these two triangles are congruent. Now with this conclusion we can say that the corresponding angles PRO and QRO, therefore PRO equals QRO by CPCT. PRO is equal to QRO by CPCT. but the sum of these two is 180 degree because they are linear pair. Also, PRO plus QRO equals 180 degree, or PRO equals 180 divided by 2 equals 90 degree. 90 degree. So, with this we can say, when this is 90 degree, we can say this is the perpendicular bisector of PQ. So, therefore, final conclusion you can write like this. I will write it here. Final conclusion. So, therefore, O dash is the perpendicular bisector of common chord PQ. Hence proved. Hence proved. So, dear students, we have completed exercise 10.3 problems. So, I will take up the remaining topics in the next session. So, thank you all.